Well, Dr. Nana here again. So these are some of my closing remarks for the year, and these are classic. I call it classic because I'm just going to be as plain and as blunt as it should. So today I'm going to talk about marriage, and up front, some of my biases will be because I'm someone who truly believe in the institutions of marriage. And the reason why I want to talk about this as some of my closing remarks for the year is because I want people to know that marriage is not a burden, it's a blessing, but it's in two ways. All right? My biases will be that I'm talking about it in favor of it and not against. All right? The differences between a home and a house, I just want to convey that to you. In marriage, there's a difference between a home and a house. Okay? A house is a building where people live. Where people live, that's a house. And a home is where you build, where someone build and call it their own. So on today's Moment Unfiltered, a marriage to me should be a home. It's something that you build. When you are in a marriage, you build it. So many years ago, I told my viewers that you don't walk into a good marriage. You create a great marriage. All right? So, in your marriage, relationship is not something that is easy, but it's something that you can nurture and cherish for years to come. I'm talking about this as some of my classic year-end review because I want a better society. I'm talking to young girls out there all over the world, specifically people in Nigeria, and married women as well. A home is where discussions happen, where you have dialogue, where you can agree to disagree. That's a home. Where you can keep whatever is happening in the home in your home. Something that you nurture and nourish. That's a home in a marriage. A house in a marriage is where you have talk, where you have settlements. So on today's Moment Unfiltered, if you are having a house in your marriage and you feel as something that you can fix to become a home, please go ahead and do that. Unless otherwise, you are in a house in a marriage where you feel that it's irredeemable, then you can save yourself so you can tell your own side of the story. But on today's Moment Unfiltered, and in rounding up our year, I want to encourage you all to put your home in a wrap, especially putting God at the center stage of your marriage. I tell you for free, there is no difficulty that will come your way that God will not help you to overcome. Many times, many difficulties will come because the devil do not like marriages. They don't. But it is you If you sow a seed in your home and call it your own, you build your relationship around that and put God in the center stage. I tell you for free, there is no devil that will come into your midst that will be able to survive. So, in rounding up the year and in passing out my messages to those young girls out there, look at this. If you think that you want to build your life around something like this, you are a joker. You're not going to find a home. You may never even find a house. So I tell you for free, young girls out there, if you want to get married, you should not concentrate about your body and your body alone. You have your brains. Get it together. Be a home builder. Be a home what? Builder. Many years ago, when I was much younger, I worked in a dealership in Nigeria, one of the prestigious dealerships in Nigeria. Even as a young girl, one young man came. Of course, as a salesperson, I needed to sell the car. He came to buy a car, a sportish car there. I think it was about 3.5 million. And I looked at the young man. I was young too. Of course, I wanted to make the sale. I don't know, for some reason, I was asking him, do you have a house? He said, no. I said, then why do you want to buy this car? He said, because I want to buy it so I can show I'm happy and all of that. I said, okay. I sold him the car. I'm telling you. I sold him the car, but I see the surprises in his eyes that were looking at me. I sold him the car. He was very excited. Kind of tipped me, I don't know, maybe 50,000 naira or something. Then, that's a lot of money. 6 months later, the guy came back and wanted to buy another car. I'm like, what is going on? He made some money. I'm like, no. I'm not selling you a car. You don't even have a house. So that is the much that when a man is looking for a wife, those are the kind of women they will look for. And he was happy. A young man, he told me, okay, I've heard. I'm going to go and look for a house and I will buy a house. So for those girls out there, you think that you want to get married, and it's by concentrating on your body. You are a loser already. I'm telling you for free, you are a loser. You need to be a home builder. You need to be a woman who is ready to build a home. And on today's Moment Unfiltered, I want to encourage you young girls out there. Get your brains together. Don't allow someone to describe you as just a woman. You have to have something to contribute to your marriage. With the things, the way Nigeria is going today, I'm almost saying that. Before, we used to be proud that our children will marry from Nigeria, from Nigerian girls. But I'm almost saying that no way I allow my son to do that. But it doesn't have to be like that. We can change our ways. So on today's Moment Unfiltered, I want to encourage Nigerian girls that you can go back to how it all started. Go back to the culture that we know growing up. And the reason why I will not finish talking about this without talking about the churches, because I think they promoted all this fake life, making people believe in Christ commercialization, faking miracles.
Without motion. Oh, Jesus. She can't believe herself. She cannot even demonstrate it now. For 35 solid days, march now like a soldier. Come and have your way.
Is there any?
Maybe you sit on mine.
Oh, thank you.
I bought the same one down.
Again, another season.
Let us.
Like this. So I want to encourage you all today to be a home builder. Create your marriage. A great marriage is where there's God. Put God in the center of it. That has nothing to do with pastor. That has to do with you. So I want to encourage you all that if you have a house and you're thinking make it a home, go ahead and do that. And if you have a home before, put it in wrap and put God at the center stage, and know that there is no height and mighty obstacle that will come your way that God will not rise to take down. I want to thank you all for listening.